Going at it alone, making your own way, making your mark on the universe, and why you can't do it alone. That's what we're talking about today, Everyday KT 316, community. How to build a community that can help you succeed not only in life, but in business as well. So for those of you who don't know, I founded the Brotherhood of the Kilt back in 2007. It is a community, a global community, focused around kilts mostly, but how to wear the kilt and be a kilted individual in everyday life. Building a community. I had an idea that the kilt is for everyone and people can wear it. Doesn't matter who you are, what you do, where you are, how you live. If you want to wear a kilt, go ahead. The goal was to empower people to do so. Be themselves. If they want to wear a kilt, fine. Why? Who cares? They want to do that to give them the strength to do that. It then grew into helping small businesses who supported that same idea. The sporran makers, kilt makers, artisans, craftsmen, whatever. And then, since then, it has evolved even more, where it has not just empowering people to wear the kilt, but to actually be themselves, to be the people they are, do the things they want, and succeed and kick ass at everything. So it's gone a long ways. It's since 2007. It's been, 10 years so far. Great thing is, it's still going. Building that community. So why does it matter so much that you have to build a community around what it is that you do? Be it how you're living your life, a new company, a new idea, a book, whatever. Community. It's very simple. There's a video I saw not too long ago. It's called The First Follower. And it uses a silly festival, but it explains the concept of the first follower, where if you're doing something and you're the only one doing it, nobody cares. You're crazy, you're weird, you're strange, you're just the oddball. First follower, on the other hand, the first follower, it gives you credibility, it adds credence to what it is you're doing, and it validates your process, plan, lifestyle, whatever the thing is that you're trying to do. That first follower validates that, because when you have one person doing something, it's just silly. When you have two people doing something, well, maybe there's something there. That first follower enables other people to see more than one person doing a thing. Think about it from this perspective, based on kilts. You go to a bar, you see one person in a kilt. Okay, maybe he's just a local weirdo. I get that all the time. Not so much anymore, but I used to. You get two people wearing a kilt, and you're like, wait a minute, there's something going on here. And other people will eventually want to join that group. So now you have 3, 5, 12, 20 odd people showing up, all wearing kilts because they have them. They didn't think they could. That's the power of the community and that first follower. So when you are starting a new organization, you're starting a new business, you are no longer adhering to someone else's definition of how you're supposed to live your life, you need to build yourself a community, because what that community does for you is it lends credibility to what you're doing. It gives you support to do the things you do, but it also gives you people who are of the same mindset as you are, where you can bounce ideas off of them, you can communicate with them. They eventually could become clients depending on what you're doing. They are your captive audience, as it were. So in everything that you're going to do in life, you need to build a community of people who agree with you on whatever that is. Look at politicians. They need to build themselves a community of millions to get elected. That's all they're doing, is they're finding people who like what they're saying, like what they're doing, and joining them together. Now, with the advent of Facebook, it's very simple. You just push a button, create a group, boom, instant community, provided you can attract enough people to join it. That being said, it takes time, it takes effort, and it takes more time and then a lot of patience, because you never know who's going to come and go. But when you find those people that not only love what you're doing, they want to do it with you. They want to participate in your experience, participate in your journey. Those are the first followers. Those are the gold in your organization that is going to help basically pave the way for everything else. Because once they are on board with what you're doing, you just keep feeding them, and they will perpetuate the message out to everyone else. It's, Jesus had his 12 apostles. Those were his first followers. Those are the ones that you focus on first and foremost. And once you have that core group in the community you're building, then you can worry about the masses. But you cannot go from, oh, I love this idea, to I'm going to sell it to everybody. No, stop, don't. You get one person. Convince one person that you're right, at whatever it is. Okay, then you go for two. You go the slow way. Go slow, take your time, and you will succeed, because you will find people who are deeply and completely invested in what it is that you do. Doesn't matter what it is. There are people out there. Social media has enabled everyone to connect. So if you have an idea, you have a thing that you love to do, you are looking for people like you because of whatever reason, jump on social media, search long enough, you'll find them. They're there. They might not be out in the open, but they're there. You can find them. Engage them. Talk to them. Discuss what your point of view is versus what their point of view is, and see if you can't find some middle ground. And if you can, boom, community. Now, the end game with community is simple. Look at politicians, faith, look at churches. What is church? Church is a community of like-minded individuals. Look at business. Look at the major brands on the planet. There are brands out there where they have a community that is so diehard, if the company says, hey, go buy this, boom, they have 1 million sold before the product even hits the shelf. That is community. That is the power of community. Because if you can build that, you're golden. Now, the other part of community is what that community can do for the immediate area, geographically speaking. Because if you can motivate 10, 20, 50, 100, 1,000 people to agree with you, I'm guessing that you can probably convince those people to do something good for their community, like their physical community where they live. Go out, help people, get clothes to the people who don't have it. Feed the people who don't have food. Educate the people who can't get to school. Find people who need jobs and give them jobs, or give them the training necessary to get those jobs. Because once you give back to that community, guess what? You're building more of those first followers. And if you can do that effectively and repeat it, then you're going to have a massive following of people who are not only eager to support you, but willing to spread the word about what it is you do and how you do it. That is the key to success, is finding other people who will talk about what you do without you having to tell them to do it. If you can do that, then you have nothing to worry about. And I know it's late. I was meeting with some folks, so I'm going to grab a Kiltology, and it's going to be volume 3. I'm just going to grab these and stop right here. And that's the contents page. I'm not going to read that. It's boring. So I'm going to flip it to Kiltology number 201. For those of you who don't know, Kiltology is on Amazon. Go look it up. Go buy a copy, because it would be awesome for me. So, Kiltology 201. I had actually not read this one before. Here, anyway. Let me hang on. I gotta get my glasses. So, getting old sucks. Eyes going bad sucks worse. So, that's why I need these bad boys. If you are ever able to get into one of those money machines where the wind blows the money around for you to catch, a kilt is probably not in your best interest. Aside from the obvious issues of your kilt turning into a parachute and scaring the thin-skinned, you'll most likely not catch very much, as the kilt will be in the way. You will, on the other hand, make more money from tips as you exit the machine than anything that you would have caught walking in. So what does that mean? And how does that apply to community? I have no idea because it doesn't match at all. One of those air-driven money machines where you win all the money you catch. Well, maybe you could have a fundraiser and help your local community get one of those things. People pay money, and it goes into the thing. You never know. There's always different ways. There's a silver lining in there somewhere. I just can't think of it right this second. You give me a few minutes, but I'm not going to make you wait for it. Anyway, it's Friday night. It's Veterans Day, so vets, active, retired, otherwise, especially those who've passed, given the ultimate price, paid the ultimate price for our ability to do this. You should, I want to say thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you to all of you. Barb just asked, for those of you playing at home, this is live on Facebook. Link to my book, yes, Barb. Just go to Amazon.com, type in Kiltology, and it will come up. Just make sure, Kevin Thompson, I make sure I'm the one who is selling it. Otherwise, you're going to send money off to some guy in God knows where and probably pay too much. So, with that, again, everyone who's served, I say thank you for spending so much of your life protecting everyone else. And for everyone else, I hope you have a fantastic night. You guys have an awesome time. It's Friday night. Go shenaniganize. Not too hard, but go have some fun. And I'll see you tomorrow. And as always, be strong. Put a kilt on.